classes are standard teaching at state schools, at government schools. So teachers that teach religious classes are to present views in parallel to things that children are taught in biology class, for instance, in terms of how religious communities view certain things, so that they can cover these topics in parallel with a different viewpoint. Now, the state of Berlin does not have religious classes in public schools, so there you would not be getting that parallel view.
Yes, Rabbi Folger.
The German model that allows for religious instruction to be included in the public school program is a very interesting one, which is used also in some other European countries. But it's probably not within the prerogatives of the European Union to impose that model on other countries. However, there is a little gap between the question which Chief Rabbi Mervis asked, which kind of begs a European answer, and the response you have given, which is how it works when it functions well and in a way that is pleasing to many parties, namely the way it is done in Germany. I'd like to therefore tweak the question and ask, in light of the forthcoming, when Germany gets around to lead the European Union presidency, can you envision Germany pushing for Europe to better guarantee the rights of religious freedom? For example, we'll hope that Brexit doesn't happen, and some do hope that it will happen, I see, okay. Anyway, if Brexit still will not have happened, let's put it that way, can you envision the European Union leaning onto countries in order to better guarantee the rights of religious minorities, of religious freedom in general, in this aspect?
Sind Sie allerdings ein bisschen abgewichen von der genauen Frage. Sie haben jetzt beschrieben, wie das funktioniert, wenn es gut funktioniert. Ich würde gerne die Frage deswegen noch mal etwas umstellen. Wenn Deutschland den Ratsvorsitz hat, sehen Sie dann eine Möglichkeit, dass Deutschland auf die EU einwirken kann, um Rechte der religiösen Freiheit noch besser zu garantieren? Und wenn es nicht zu einem Brexit kommt, können Sie sich dann vorstellen, dass die EU die einzelnen Länder noch stärker beeinflussen könnte, dass sie sich für Freiheit der Religion einsetzen?
Also ich muss sicherlich vorsichtig sein, jetzt andere Länder sozusagen, auch das deutsche Vorbild anderen Ländern vorzugeben. Aber es wäre mal interessant, bei dem nächsten Treffen der Beauftragten, Antisemitismusbeauftragten oder Religionsfreiheitsbeauftragten auf europäischer Ebene mal diese Frage zu diskutieren, weil in den unterschiedlichen Ländern ganz unterschiedliche Lehrpläne bestehen und Ausrichtungen und die Kooperation zwischen Religionsgemeinschaften und staatlichen Schulen ganz unterschiedlich geregelt ist und darum es wahrscheinlich schwer ist, eine einheitliche europäische Linie hier zu finden, aber mit Sicherheit ist gut und richtig darauf hinzuweisen und sensibel zu machen, dass hier Vorbehalte bestehen.
Well, I think I ought to be very cautious about presenting the German model as something that other countries should follow. However, I think it would be very interesting if at the next meeting of commissioners in charge of anti-Semitism or commissioners in charge of freedom of religion to discuss this at the European level, because I find that curricula and regulations and the way these things are handled, schools are handled, differ a great deal between European countries. And it's difficult to arrive at a uniform European line here, but it would be sensitive to look at the fact that there are reservations here.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Grubel. I would like to thank our panelists for taking part in this panel. I would like to thank the rabbis for asking questions, some of them with question marks, some others without. Thank you so much, Chief Rabbi Morris. Thank you very much, Commissioner Grubel. Thank you, Shimon. Thank you, Rabbi Hofmeister. And I just would like to finish this panel with saying that today, unfortunately, we heard that in Sweden, in Helsingborg, the secretary of the Jewish community, a 60-year-old woman, was stabbed multiple times. She is in critical conditions. Our prayers are with her, and it might be a hate crime. It's not the first one in Sweden, and our prayers are with her. Thank you very much in taking part in this panel. Thank you.